other than the win itself, what do you like most about a game like today's?
I think the group was connected all the way through. Winning 3 out of 4 quarters, I think, is important. Allowing 101 points is good. So, positive steps. I thought that on both ends of the floor we played the right way, and it's never easy to win an NBA game. And this team is, it's played a lot of close games and competed, and every team in this league is very good. So all this today was positive. Proud of the guys. Obviously, you see Mike, the way he scores the ball, but also how he works and cuts, and everybody else benefits from it. Nick's triple-double. Dayron's efficiency off the bench in the paint, 16 points out of 8 shots. I think all of that was very good. Yegor's 7 assists, took a big charge. I think it's important that you sacrifice your body for your team. I thought Terrence gave us good minutes. And, taking positive steps. The young guys got to keep getting better, controlling their minutes, and winning their minutes.
When you talk about having that connection throughout, New Orleans cut the deficit to 16 early in the fourth. How are they able to maintain separation and sort of regroup?
Yeah, I think, NBA games are, really long, and you can never expect to, be up big and stay up big all the way through. There's going to be times where they punch back. That's how good players in this league are. And, it just happens, and then we responded, and, we ended up winning the game. So proud of, the composure, the togetherness, how they talk to each other, all those things. It's not easy to do.
Jordi, I think you guys hit 5 straight three-pointers in the first half. What did you like about that sequence?
Every time the ball goes in, I'm happy. And if the ball goes in, I'll never say it's a bad shot. So with that being said, just brings happiness to my life, and I'm guessing to the fans, and brings energy to the group. And, especially if the shots are created by ball movement, paint touches, all that stuff. I think for the most part, I think we made 9 in the first half. That gives you 5 in the second. I would have liked to be more, but I like the percentages: 53 from the field, 40 from 3. Just not good with the turnovers. We knew they had to junk it up, and they picked up full court. The good thing is we can watch it. We can learn how to get out of full court press and those passes, and 24-24. But that's good to happen, so we can learn from a win.
You've won the last 3 games that Mike has started, and he's scored 30 in all of them. Does an effort like this just kind of underscore the fluidity that you guys can play with offensively when he's out there?
I think it makes his teammates' lives better. It's not that he doesn't play in a selfish way. I think that the shots he creates, he's able to make every shot possible. But when he spaces the floor properly, and when he cuts with pace, and when he's constantly moving, and then he rebounds the ball, I think he ended up with 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers. That's just very good for everybody else. There's times that he cuts, and I think it was Yegor threw the ball to Noah in the corner. Noah made the 3, and it was Mike's cut. So all those things are important, and they don't go unnoticed. And him talking to all his teammates and the young guys, that shows maturity and, adjusting to a new role. A smile on his face, all that is positive energy is contagious. And I think that he's been a big part of, this team coming together.
Now that the defense is switching a bit more and trapping screens a bit less, how can you still be as aggressive and physical as you want to be, or is it just inherently less aggressive?
I don't know. I like 17 turnovers for 17 points. Games are a little different at times, and there's a game plan behind. I was happy with the way the game was going. Not so much the third quarter, but we still be aggressive. We just put 2 on the ball one time because we had that. Their main pick and roll was Fears and Queen, and the way we did it, it worked pretty well. So sometimes you just don't need to overdo it, because if you overdo it, then you either give more rim or somebody else is open, and we were happy with keeping our bodies in front of bodies. So every game is a little bit different. Some other games we will have to junk it up a little bit more, but I'm happy with the way we're evolving. That doesn't mean that we're always going to do it like this. That means that now we have the ability to make some adjustments, but starts with ball pressure, starts with communication, and continues with multiple efforts. So if we do those things, you can adjust. But if you don't bring that to the game, whatever coverage you do doesn't make any difference.
Jordi, you guys assisted on 14 of your first 15 field goal makes. How important is the playmaking aspect of this team, and how has the season-to-season improvement from players like Claxton and Clowney facilitated this?
Yeah, I think it's, when the ball moves, there's energy moving around, and you're like sharing happiness, and when everybody touches the ball, right? And if I'm passing you the ball and you're making the shot, I also feel like I help making that shot. It's just basically how it is. And you see it, 36 assists, 47 made field goals. That's a pretty good number. I thought that we had 20s in the first half, which is, pretty impressive. And when you're able to play like this, the only thing that I don't like is the 20 turnovers. Like I always say, probably we needed it 4 more assists to go 40-20 if we can get there, but we could have cut a few of those turnovers. So I like the ball movement, like I said, the energy in the ball and sharing that good energy.
Nick gets a lot of his assists from just handoffs to MPJ. How important is that connection, and what makes it so effective?
Yeah, I think they're building their relationship, and you can see it. And like you're saying, sometimes is Nick setting a good screen for Mike and a screen assist, so he's open to shoot the 3 and he can shoot over a lot of players. Or, Mike is playing like splits or a rip screen and he cuts to the rim and Nick finds them, and then Nick is being aggressive to score. The defense is up with him. So I like how the relationship is building right now. I've got to keep finding ways to help them, because now teams are going to see it and they're going to adjust. They're going to do, whatever they have to do. But I like the direction that, like this is going towards, and I like how those 2 guys are embracing each other.
Coach, you spent some time with Michael in Denver, of course. How have you seen him grow in terms of like his character and his professional,ism since, you've had him here now?
Yeah, I mean, he's a genuine person, always a smile on his face. And, like when I was in Denver, he was the youngest. And now here, he's not the oldest, but he's probably one of the 3 older guys. And it's a big change. And, all of a sudden now he's got to mature and lead in a way. And sometimes it's not easy to find your voice. And he's doing it, and he's leading by example. He's a pro. He's always been a pro. He comes in, he does his work, he takes care of his body. We all know what he went through. But the way he's performing at the efficiency level that he's performing, it's pretty impressive. And, like he also embraces his teammates and talks to them, especially with the young guys. That means a lot. And, where we are right now as a group, growing and getting better, he's really helping the group, and that's very important for us, for our identity and what we're trying to do moving forward.